right, welcome to One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. Looking forward to this program. You're going to really enjoy getting to know a little bit more about this young lady, and you're not going to believe all the different things that she's involved with. Uh, it'll wear you out just looking at all the different activities that she does, the sports that she plays. Um, you know, and she'll tell us probably more that we don't even have covered in our article for the November December issue. Tonight we've got Addison Jones, and you can see her article there. Great pictures. We had a lot of fun going out and getting to meet her and um, see some of those cool photos. You can see she's involved in three sports. We got volleyball, basketball, which she's in the process of doing right now, and soccer. So we're going to cover all that stuff as we go on in the interview. Um, I think you will also enjoy the fact that not only is she a good student athlete, very talented as a leader, but she's just an all around great young lady. So that's the most important part. You can see Captain is the title of her article, and we'll have her talk about that a little bit. I know her mom and dad, have known them for a long time. I don't know that we're going to get into the fact that I used to play softball and basketball with and against her dad, but her dad Greg, he's quite an amazing man, and her mom Sarah, she's an amazing lady, and just a great family. So get ready, enjoy a great interview tonight with Addison Jones, and without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. Hey Addison, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I am good. You shared a little bit that you've got a few days off from school.
Yes,
Okay.
much needed break.
Yes, and you had senior pictures today, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That take up a lot of time.
About an hour, couple hours maybe.
Okay.
It was pretty cold, but excited to get
Yeah.
them back.
Were you having to do that outside?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you could have done
yeah.
it yesterday. It was much nicer.
I know. Should have planned
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you for coming on tonight, and uh, we really enjoyed coming out and doing your photo shoot, and just an honor to have you in the magazine. Just really enjoyed getting to meet you and find out a little bit more. But that's what this program is tonight, so that we can find out even more that we couldn't put in the printed page because there's just so much. There's just so much. So tell us, what did you enjoy about that process of the article and being featured in Sports Locker?
Yeah, it means a lot to be in it. I've ever since like Sports Locker first came out, I've been looking at all the athletes, and I think it's been like a goal of mine to be in it and be get that opportunity. And then it was fun to work with you guys when you came for pictures, and I thought the write up turned out really well, and the pictures turned out really well. So just thankful for that opportunity.
Yeah, it was good, and you had, I mean, you changed multiple outfits for the photo shoot, so
Yeah.
you were busy with just that.
Mm.
uh, the the title captain, I mean, that obviously embodies your leadership position that you hold with all three different sports. Why don't you talk a little bit about that, and what does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, being a captain, it means a lot. Just leading my team, being a good example for them, and then just being someone that they can always come to if they have questions or just need that extra encouragement. Um, just kind of being that constant on the team and just knowing that they can always come to me is a huge honor.
So, were you able to pick up some of that from some of the leaders in the past that helped motivate you and mentor you? I mean, how were you able to draw from them on how they helped be a leader?
Yeah, for sure. As an underclassman, I definitely looked up to the captains, just how they push themselves, how they push the people around them, um, and also my coaches too. I think have been huge leaders
Mm-hmm.
as well, and just learning from them honestly has helped a lot.
Oh, good. I wanted to touch on something real quick. You know, you talked about wanting to be in the magazine and kind of a goal of yours, but and I want people to understand it wasn't anything where we said, "Hey, we want to have Addison Jones be in the magazine." I mean, we could have done that, but what we like to have happen is the athletic directors in the schools. They actually are the ones that select the student athletes that will represent the school. So that in itself it should be an honor to you that they thought of you to be able to represent them in the school, and just with your, you know, athletics as well as extracurricular and leadership in the classroom. So well done, and we are honored to have you as a part of it.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So you can also tell them, hey, thanks for picking me.
I definitely will.
Yeah. So we're going to say this. You've been pretty much active nonstop since your young years. Uh,
hmm
Tell us a little bit about how your family and siblings have helped motivate you and all that.
Yeah, so like it said in the article, my older siblings have also played sports all our lives, and my parents put me into basically every sport at a young age. So I think they definitely like helped develop my love for sports just for playing from such that young age. And then I don't know, I've just stayed active ever since.
So you I know one thing that you did was punt, pass, and kick. Why don't you share a little bit about that? Because I can remember competing in that many years ago when I was a kid, and my brother he competed in that as well, and he got first place in our region. So he
Yeah.
one upped his older brother. So talk about that.
Yeah, so I think it was first grade, maybe. I competed in just the local one at Jeff City High School with my brother and sister as well. And then I ended up winning that and moving on to regionals, I think. I can't remember where that one was. And then ended up winning that and actually got to go to the St. Louis Rams Stadium and compete there on the field before their game. So it's
That had
quite
to
the
be pretty cool.
experience. Yes, it was really cool.
That's awesome. Have you ever seen the
Yeah,
picture of Coach Andy Reid from the Kansas City Chiefs? Have you seen the video of him doing pump, pass, and kick?
I have not.
You need to look that up. It is hilarious. He's like a giant among all those other kids. I mean, he's like huge, and you need to look that up. It's
I will.
you're gonna you're gonna say, how old is he? I mean, because he looks like he's like 16, 17 with first graders out there. I mean, it's that big of a
That's funny.
difference. So yeah. Let's see. Talk about your mom and dad, Greg and Sarah, and how they've been big supporters. Tell us how they've impacted, inspired, and encouraged you.
Yeah, they have definitely been my biggest supporters throughout my whole life. They always push me to be my best. I don't think they've ever missed a game, honestly. They're always in the stands, supporting me, and then just making sure, like, telling me good game every game, no matter how my performance was. Just keep, they kept encouraging me just through everything and staying positive.
Yep, I can see that with both of their personalities. I can also probably see your dad maybe instructing you to continue to work on things.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
There's always something I can do better.
Yeah, well, it's good because has that level of competing, and
hmm
um, I always knew that. I mean, we were out there to win, so that's probably has relayed on to you as well as your siblings, right?
Yes, very much.
Okay, well, hey, we've got a couple of people who have started making comments, and I was just getting ready to tell everybody go ahead and put these comments in here. But we've got Brad Randall. He said, "Great family. My daughter was blessed to play with Addison Jones. We look forward to watching her play volleyball at the next level." Thank you, Brad. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And then Ryan Dowis said, "Greg and Sarah Jones." Clap, clap. So good. Um, so you know, you're again. We've talked a little bit about your mom and dad, and you know how they've
Mhm.
impacted you. But what qualities have you picked up from them, and um, what do you appreciate? What do you appreciate about those qualities in your mom and dad?
Yeah, from my dad, I've definitely got his competitive side, um, and just honestly, his athletic qualities. He still plays softball like 4 days a week, pickleball. He was playing basketball earlier tonight. So I've definitely gotten that from him and just a winning mentality. And then from my mom, I think I've gotten kind of her like go getter mentality. She's always like determined and just like whenever she puts her mind to something, I think she goes and does it and does it well. And I think I've gotten that, like that quality from her.
Very good. You know, the nice thing about this interview is all the nice things that you're saying about them, they can just pull it up anytime they want. It's
Oh,
online.
I know.
Um, you know, the different things that, you know, they might comment about you here in a little bit. You know, nice things people are saying. If you just need a little pick me up, I'm going to go back and take a look at that interview and see those
That's
nice
right.
things. I might even take a picture up, screenshot it, and send it back to them just to remind them. Let's talk about your siblings. What has each of them meant to you, and what do you appreciate most about them?
Yeah, they're also like one of my biggest supporters. They came to all my games when I was little, and even now when they don't live at home, they always send a text before or after many games. I definitely um, have got also gotten my competitiveness from them, just being the youngest sibling, not being pushed around. I did not take that, and uh, just playing, I don't know, whatever sport when we were little, whether it was basketball or my sister and I hitting the volleyball around. Just
Mm-hmm.
they've been a huge help in that
Yeah.
aspect.
So what does Thanksgiving look like when the Jones clan gets together?
Yes. Okay. So last year, last year Thanksgiving was pretty busy. We played pickleball. We ran a 5K.
Oh my
We
goodness.
what else did we do? We went and played disc golf because I think it was really nice last year. So
Yeah.
we spent a lot of time outside. This year probably look pretty similar. We have some family coming into town on Saturday, so that will be fun.
Well, good. That'll be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it get kind of I mean, let's just say King of the Mountain competitive when you guys get together?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So you got to talk a little bit more about that. I mean, if you are to say who's the most competitive in your family outside your mom and dad,
Okay.
who would that be?
Hmm. Honestly, I'd probably say me.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm kind of getting that. Probably just being that youngest sibling, seeing your older siblings, all the different things that they do, and you know, wanting to beat them as you got older. Um,
Yeah,
Probably
gotta
table
hold my
games are pretty
ground.
competitive too, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Um, what are you looking forward to this break and getting together with family?
Yeah, just a lot of family time. Um, yeah, good food.
Good. All right. You know, we can get into we're going to get into some other questions like this later, but what is your favorite Thanksgiving meal food?
I'd have to say mashed potatoes
Okay.
for
We're
sure.
saying that now is to make sure that your mom or whoever gets mashed potatoes. We want to
That's
we want to
right.
place your order. Place your
That's
order
right.
now. All right. Addison, you've done great. We've flown through the first segment of this interview, so we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back for the second half of it. And we do want to encourage everybody just keep bringing those comments. Love to hear them from you guys, and we appreciate you joining in. Make sure that you share the interview so that your friends and family can also get in here and be a part of Addison's interview. All right, we'll be right back in just a moment.
CNS Business Services has been connecting employees with employers since 1977. Recently, CNS rebranded to CNS Employment Solutions to more clearly define their mission of serving the needs of applicants, employees, and businesses while remaining current and evolving with the changes in the workforce. One important thing has not changed. CNS Employment Solutions partners with a wide variety of employers, placing employees in jobs that match their skills and needs.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, CNS Employment Solutions, we greatly appreciate everything that they do with Sports Locker Magazine, as well as this program, One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. Just not long ago, we've had our 200th episode, and so that's been a lot of Monday nights, but it's been good because I get the opportunity to talk a little bit more with great student athletes like Addison Jones, and get to share that content with you guys, let you get involved in the program, ask questions, make comments. So we are really appreciative of CNS Employment Solutions for that, as well as making sure people find jobs right here in mid-Missouri, as well as employers finding people to fill those jobs. And then also our other sponsor, we've got Big Whiskeys. They are a sponsor of this program as well, and also Coach of the Issue. As you just saw, we Coach Tara Dicknight of Lighthouse Preparatory Academy was our November-December coach that was featured. But we really appreciate them featuring our coaches right here in mid-Missouri. All the time and the hard work and effort that they put into teaching our student athletes not only to be better in their sports, but also to be better young men and women, and to be leaders on the team as well as in the community. A lot of time goes into coaching, and we just want to say thank you to all of our mid-Missouri coaches for everything that you do. All right. Well, we've had a really good interview with Addison so far. We're going to get into some more questions. Again, any comments or questions you have, feel free to put those in the comment section, and we will try our best to get them on here. All right, Addison, you are still here. You did not leave, so that is awesome.
I did not.
Thanks for staying, and thanks for being on here tonight. You're doing a great job, and we just appreciate you taking out time from your busy schedule to be on here tonight. So
Thank you.
all right, now there's 3 sports that you compete in. Start with volleyball. Tell us about your career at Capital City, and what were some of the highlights?
Yeah. Starting freshman year, I started playing JV and I set for the JV team. We had a really good season that year. And then toward the end of freshman year, I got pulled up to varsity and played DS, which is like back row player, defensive specialist, and finished that year strong. And then sophomore, junior year, I stepped into the role of libero, as well as senior year, I guess. And a few highlights have been winning first, second, third place at multiple tournaments over the last 3 years, winning big games this year over Hickman. And then I recently just hit 1,000 digs this season, which was really exciting. But couldn't have done it without my teammates and coaches, of course.
Yeah, that's great. We got to share this comment here real quick. Brad brought up, never seen an athlete soccer kick a successful volleyball dig. So tell us about
I
that.
have no clue how that happened. Yeah, who was that against? I don't even remember. I think it might have been senior night, actually.
Okay.
I don't know. Someone passed it and it was low to the ground and I couldn't get there with my hands, so I kind of just stuck a foot out.
Now, see,
Got
some
it
people
up.
might think, well, that's not legal. Tell us a little bit about why it is, and
Yeah.
how.
I'm not sure the exact rule, but I'm pretty sure it's like you can't what is it? I don't want to say intentionally because technically I intentionally kicked it, but obviously I don't think you can like kick it over the net. Maybe I don't know
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Just to keep it in place so that somebody
Keep
else
it
can.
up, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, in case of emergency, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, that's where your soccer skills come in handy. You were able
Exactly.
to use that. Awesome. So tell everybody a little bit more about libero and just the importance of that on the team, and what were your responsibilities?
Yeah, so libero is, I always tell everybody, I think the person in the different colored jersey, they kind of they kind of run the back row. They're usually like the loudest communicator, always talking to the hitters on what spots are open, where they can hit. Um, they're usually in charge of like 80% of the balls, I want to say, in the back row. And yeah, kind of just taking charge of the back row.
Okay. You said something here that sparked another question. The
Hmm.
loudest person. Okay. So, family wise, who's the loudest one in the stands cheering you on?
Hmm. I don't honestly, you'd think my dad, but honestly, I'd say my mom is.
Okay.
Dad usually kind of keeps to himself, but mom's always on the edge of her seat
Okay.
yelling something.
Good. Well, we had to make sure that we had that put in there. So, um, talk about your academic and athletic awards that you've received, and what have they meant to you?
Yeah, for volleyball, I've received academic all state the last few years, I'm pretty sure. And then last year, I received all conference and all district second team, which was a huge accomplishment. And then this year, I received all conference and all district first team. And then I just found out last week that I made the all state team, which was pretty exciting.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's exciting. Aslan Marshall said, "Go Addison." So, thank you,
Thank you.
Aslan. We appreciate that. Um, so, you know, with all those awards, I mean, you probably some people, I guess you would say, are a little bit more prideful about that, but I do not sense that from you at all. You seem to want to deflect that to your teammates and just the part that they play in helping you to be better. Is that kind of what you're about?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely couldn't have done it without them or the coaches. They're also a huge support and pick me up when I'm not doing the best and encourage me when I am performing well.
Very good. So you are in the middle of, I mean, not in the middle, you're at the beginning of basketball season this year for your senior year. What are your goals for this year, and what have you enjoyed most about playing basketball at Capital City?
Yeah, I would say I enjoyed most honestly the teammates and making memories at overnight trips and different team bondings. And then I would say our goals this year are just keep working in the gym day in day out, getting better every day, and then hoping to get a winning record this year, break 500, and yeah, continue to get better.
Yeah. And so, as point guard, again, captain, but you're also like the floor general. Tell everybody a little bit about what you're looking to do and establish on the court when you're out there.
Yeah, I'd say my job as a point guard is to push the ball, get the ball up the floor. Coach Braden, the basketball coach, he's huge on pushing the ball and running fast. So I'd say that's one of my biggest jobs is just getting up the court and then obviously calling out the plays, making sure we stay balanced and organized on the court and just communicating all the time.
Awesome. Very good. I wish I had music for this. It's almost like a Fox News update or something like that, but I'm going to pop this on here real quick. Your parents said, fun fact is Addison is left-handed and plays sports either right or left dominant in pickleball. She switches hands instead of using a backhand.
I bet that was my dad that said that.
Awesome. Well,
Yes.
talk about that a little bit. I mean, we need to know a little bit more about being able to use both hands.
Yeah, I don't really know. I hit the volleyball with my right hand, but I shoot the basketball with my left hand. And then yeah, pickleball, my backhand is just horrible, so I just got to use my left hand, I guess.
Yeah. So my brother, he was a year younger, and he was left-handed, and he would
Mm.
shoot left-handed basketball, and throw left-handed baseball. But when he would kick a football or soccer ball, he would kick with his right foot.
Yeah, I'd s- for soccer, I'm kind of the same way. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
my right foot is like, how do I say this? Like has better aim, I guess, but then my
Okay.
left foot definitely has more power. So
Okay.
I don't know.
And it comes in handy playing volleyball.
That's right.
Just stick that thing out there to get that ball. All right. Good. Well, speaking of soccer, that's not too far behind. I mean, you got all of basketball season to go, but spring is. I mean, we're just getting into winter, but spring's just around the corner. Talk about this year with soccer and what you're wanting to accomplish. What are some of your goals?
Yeah, I'm super excited for soccer this season. My freshman and sophomore year, we won back-to-back conference CMAC champions, and then last year we lost 11 or so seniors. So last year we just worked hard every day to get better. We had a new coach, Coach Heil, who did a great job of uh, kind of rebuilding that program. And then this year, I think we're going to be solid and have a really good year, and hopefully win conference again and go far in the postseason.
Well, see, you keep giving me more and more things to ask you. So, I mean, you hit on coaches. Why don't you go ahead and talk about your coaches in all three sports and how they've impacted you and made you to be a better student athlete?
Yeah, all of my coaches throughout my whole life, but definitely my high school. The last 4 years have been a huge support, always pushing me and believing in me, even when sometimes I don't believe in myself. Coach Vogler is a huge support for volleyball. Um, she trusts me, which goes a long way when a coach believes in you and trusts you, and pushing me for the last 4 years has been a huge. Coach Braden as well. She's been here the last, I guess, sophomore through now, and she's definitely done a really good job of building up our basketball program. I think we've gotten better every year, and she's also a coach that believes in me and pushes me every day in practice. And then Coach Hal as well has just been a huge role model for me. Just the way she treats everyone around her and spreads kindness, and then believes in me as well and just supports me in everything I do, no matter if it's soccer or
Hmm.
not.
So, an interesting fact as far as being the captain, which I mean, leader on the team, uh, you're basically an extension of the coach out on the floor or the field. Why don't you talk about that and how you're able to relate and lead that way?
Yeah. Uh, I would say definitely having the strong bonds with all of my coaches helps in communicating with them and my team, getting both sides of it and just making sure that we all understand each other. We're all on the same page on the court or field or wherever.
Okay. You mentioned earlier about your teammates. Cover all the sports about that as well. Just share that special bond that you have with them and some things that you want to leave behind for your underclassmen teammates and just what you want to pass along to them.
Yeah. My teammates, they play a huge role in all my sports. With volleyball, having six seniors just there with me, creating memories the last 4 years and just always having a good time together. Same with basketball with the five seniors we have and all my other teammates, honestly. And then soccer, I played with a few of the girls since like second, third grade. And we've just kept our friendships for that long, and it's been fun to continue playing with them, and as well as all of my other teammates, and just how well we support each other on and off the court or field.
So talk about how special it is too, as far as being able to play on the facilities that you guys have at Capital City, and I mean they've got some really nice facilities there. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this year, or the school's like, what, I think we're in the 6th year, playing. For my freshman year of soccer, we played over at the Lincoln Field. So
Mm-hmm.
moving to the home field here was really nice with the stands and everything. And then obviously the gym is really nice as well. Um, yeah.
Good. Yeah, they've done a very nice job with all of that. Uh,
Yeah.
so if it's not enough that you're busy, with volleyball, transition to basketball, then you transition to soccer, but you just decide you don't need any downtime, so you do AAU basketball, club volleyball, and different clubs in school. Why don't you talk about all of that stuff?
Okay. So yeah, I've played club volleyball and basketball since probably third, fourth grade. Uh, Not as much AAU basketball. I think it's been a couple summers, but I'm still playing club volleyball, which goes on during the winter and spring. So have to work with soccer and basketball schedules, which obviously my coaches work well with me. But yeah, I play for right now. I'm playing for 573 Missouri Juniors Volleyball Club, the 18s team. We kind of just got started, so I think our first tournament's in early January. I'm pretty sure, but just getting started with that.
Okay, very good. We had Coach Craig Cunningham on with another student athlete from there. It's been
Yes,
a little while ago, but uh, yeah, they've got a really good program going on up there. So
yes, very well.
um, yeah, I mean, you you just explained basketball and soccer ball are also working with your club volleyball schedule. I mean, when are you
Yes.
home? I mean, you're home now, but
Uh,
when are you home?
Yeah, that's about it. No.
Yeah. Good. What have you enjoyed about your education at Capital City?
Yeah. Uh, I think all the teachers, staff, principals, whoever, they're all very supportive. They always make sure I stay on top of my schoolwork first, but then also find time to ask about how sports are going or how the game went whenever. They just make sure to always make time to talk about my athletics as well as my academics, which is a nice bond to have with each of my teachers and principals.
I won't ask you what your favorite subject is because that might, hurt some feelings for somebody that you don't say, particular class. But uh, you have a high GPA. Talk about that and why that's been so important for you to maintain that.
Yeah, definitely staying on top of my schoolwork, all my assignments and tests is important to me just because obviously there's a life outside of sports, and uh, staying on top of my schoolwork is just as important as staying on top of any of my sports.
And see how nicely that transitions because then we get to talk about the next stage in your life. What are your plans after high school, and what are you wanting to get into as far as your field of study? And I think you want to play volleyball, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and share
So
about that.
I'm right now. I'm verbally committed to Evangel University, which is a private Christian college down in Springfield. And I'm gonna play volleyball there. I sign in a couple weeks. I think December 11th, which I'm excited for. And I plan to major in elementary education, and then hopefully after those 4 years, I'll go to grad school somewhere and get a degree in pediatric speech pathology.
Very good. What are some of the other extracurricular activities that you're involved in?
Yeah. So for school, I'm involved in National Honor Society, and then I'm a co-leader for FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
tell people a little bit about that and how important that. I mean, how important is that to you in your life personally?
Yeah. Uh, Faith is a huge thing. For me, it definitely comes first before sports and school. Um, just putting God first and letting Him guide me through
Mhm.
everything.
All right, we have Renee Van Denen. Is that how you say it?
I don't even know.
Okay. She says, proud of you, Addison. So, um,
Thank you.
thank you, Renee, for making that comment. So appreciate that. Um, all right, you've done really good. You went through all of the questions, but now it's time to get to the real nitty gritty. We're gonna do a quick little speed round. I'm sure mom and dad might chime in if you answer something incorrectly here, or I don't know. That's happened before. I'm just saying. All right. What is your favorite go-to snack or meal after a game?
Hmm. I'd probably go with tacos.
Tacos. Okay. Any
Yes.
particular tacos from any
My
particular
mom's, I
place or just
guess.
your mom's?
Or honestly, Mexican probably. Mexican's a go-to for me for
Okay.
sure.
Very good. Favorite ice cream?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to go a little bit further in that. Favorite ice cream place to go to in Jefferson City?
Hmm, Probably Central Dairy.
Okay. Cookie dough at Central Dairy.
Yep.
That's a note to
Perfect.
dad right there. Greg, we'll take your daughter. All right. Uh, if there's any place in the world you could go, where would that be and why? Not that you have time for that, but
Ooh.
if
That's a good question. Probably, maybe Ireland. Ireland's really pretty. I think I've always wanted to go there.
yeah, uh, anything in particular that you would want to do while you were in Ireland?
No, just explore.
Okay, your dad might want to have you go golfing or something. That might be
I'm
something you
sure.
want to do. Yeah, good. Uh, what? How would you describe yourself on the field of play? What Marvel superhero would you
Oh gosh.
say most resembles you?
Hmm. Maybe Spider-Man?
Okay, got lots of agility and
Yeah,
fast and kind of
just all
flying
over
all
the
over the
place.
place. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Good. A little intimidating. That's good. Um, what is your least? And here's where mom might pop in here. What is your least favorite chore to do around the house, and why?
Hmm. Definitely the dishes. I don't know. Just takes too much time. Probably putting them away, honestly.
Okay. So is that you're using a dishwasher or you're having to do them by hand?
Dishwasher.
Okay. Would it be even worse if you had to do them by hand?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, that's the number one answer for most everybody that is dishes.
Really?
Yeah, and a close second would be cleaning the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Okay. See,
No,
that wasn't even in your train of thought. So, let's
I
see.
let mom take care of
All
that.
right. Heather Brent Jones said I guessed Spider Man. So very good.
Perfect.
I would Heather. I would say that we have a prize for you, but I'm going to leave that up to Addison. Maybe she'll share mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving or something. I don't know.
I don't know
Maybe do
about
that.
that.
All right, Addison, you've done a great job. I want to go ahead and give you an opportunity to go ahead and give any special thank yous, share any final comments, and then we'll close out the program.
Yeah. Thanks to my family, friends, everyone watching, and then thanks to my teammates and coaches for helping me through the last 4 years. And then thanks for Sports Locker and you for taking time to do this interview and then putting
Yeah.
me in the magazine.
Well, like I said, we love it. Again, my son-in-law and daughter, Katie and Jay, they uh, they love going out and meeting student athletes, meeting you guys, and getting to know you a little bit through the interview process. but just having fun with the photo shoots. I mean, a lot of people don't understand, but that is a big part of why we do Sports Locker is we do the individual attention, going out, meeting you at the school, and just taking some time to take some photos. So
Yeah, thank you.
you know, sadly, we were only able to get so many in on the printed page, but uh, Katie does a good job trying to pick those out and
Yes.
get the photos that most represent your personality, and I thought she did a great job. I forgot one question. Has
Okay.
any of your siblings asked you to autograph your copy of the magazine?
They have not.
Wow, that ought to
Maybe
be
that'll
something.
be a Christmas gift.
Yes, exactly. All right, Addison, I'm going to have you hold on for just a second while I close out the program. But thank you so much. You've done an outstanding job, and it's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure to have you on here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. It is Thanksgiving week. I know you're going to be spending a time with family, eating lots of food, doing a lot of different. It sounds like there's going to be some competition happening again at the Jones household. I don't bet or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that Addison will be right at the forefront of all that. Outstanding young lady. It was our privilege to feature her in Sports Locker Magazine, as well as have her on the program. If you want to share this with your friends and family, make sure you do that so that they can enjoy this interview with Addison as well. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. This is your host, Kirk DeMars, with One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.